Thank you all for
Welcome,
being
welcome.
here. For those of you who are not here, hello on the recording. We'll be there virtually like we're here right now. But what I was actually sharing before we hit record, we're recording now, is that tonight is really a contextual call, distinct from going into any of the modules or deep dives and what have you. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And actually, I want to acknowledge the first yes, which was Mr. Michael Brackman. Hello,
Yes.
Michael Brackman, right in the middle of the screen, who came with John Cooper over his shoulder, kicking and screaming to be here. No, just kidding.
He did. He was
but-
the first one to take action.
Yeah, so tonight we'll start by doing a little bit of a grounding, kind of like tuning in to move into the space on this beautiful Monday. And then following that, we'll open it up with self-introductions, a brief, who you are, where you're from, and a brief intention. We're going to go deeper into intentions on Saturday, but a brief intention for the overall journey. Not so much story, but just boom, boom, boom. This is my intention. And then we are going to go into what we find to be very supportive in creating a co-created safe space are the agreements of what and how we all conduct ourselves. Some people could say the culture of the group. This isn't in any way like you have to do this or you're out or do this and don't do that. It's not what it's about, but it's about an agreement and alignment of the culture. When we go through that, we find that it's very supportive we'll share our screen to like read through some of these bullet points. And I assure you it's painless. And then what we will be doing is actually submitting in the WhatsApp chat the actual agreement for your name and actually a little signature on the bottom, because there is
in the form of a Google form.
Yeah, we are doing some deep work here. So there is a hold harmless and a non-disclosure, because this is proprietary information that we're bringing to you. So we want everybody's agreement to confidentiality and all the things, and that we just get that out of the way for the whole journey. And it gives us something to work within.
Yeah.
What else did we have that was fun?
Yeah, so if I can add a couple of things.
Totally.
Until we remember that part. So this is our very first call, so we're going to be setting the container that we're going to go through in this journey. I'm super excited about that. And as Adam mentioned, we're going to be working our way towards that first module. So today, as Adam is going to be intention setting the guidelines for our journey so that we can create the container, right? And really set that strong container for our transformational journey. And then Saturday, we're going to dive a little deeper into that. And so we won't really get started with the actual meat and potatoes of module 1 until December 2nd. And so, we're kind of going to work our way up there. So I think it'll be a beautiful way.
And by meat and potatoes, Lisa, she means like soy meat, not for vegans in the house.
I eat meat, so I'm
Oh, you do?
not being called out. I just only cook vegan, but I ate everything that you fed me, which was meat.
Oh, that's true. Well, okay, strike that.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, amazing. What else? Is there anything else?
That's kind of it.
Really
I mean, it's really
yeah.
what's interesting enough is like even agreeing to certain culture or agreements within like the journey has already begun. The journey began several weeks ago, but one of the main things that, let me not even say that, but a very important topics that we've noticed that when we're in a space is like when we share in these coaching spaces, when we're coming from explaining and bringing everything forward from the past and sharing it now, like it's still happening, and you're just bringing stuff to the past and it's still happening. And that doesn't mean that we don't get to go in and work with these parts of ourselves that were developed from our past, but that's like part of like we share like a place of not telling story, but so much about accountability. So these are the kind of, just to give you some idea of like what this framework is really like, the framework of how we interact, commitment, authenticity,
we'll get to
all
that.
these things. So that's just, it's not like, do this or do that. So it's going to be very, very lighthearted.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So let's see. Deleted on accident. Charlie's here behind me. Oh, the doggy. It's so cute.
What deleted on accident?
Sorry, nothing important. I was just being silly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. So let's get started. We're gonna start with a tuning in. As for those of you who participated with us in the masterclass, I believe most of you did. You know, the closed eye processes and tuning in is like an essential part of psychosynthesis. So every call, we're gonna start with a tuning in, with a short tuning in to
Yep.
really get us in this space.
Mhm.
So kick us off, baby.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna invite a little bit of movement because it seems like everybody except for two people who I can't see their faces. Or did Tess know? Oh, there you are. We're able to, do a thing with me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our hands into this beautiful center, right into our heart center here. We're gonna press really, really hard against our palms and allow our shoulder blades to almost touch behind us if we can do that just for a second or two here. Just press really, really, really hard and feel the tips of your shoulder blades pressing together. Take a deep breath in through our nose and hold. And then when we let it out, we're going to raise our hands up over our heads, like we're reaching up and holding the sun between our hands. Just feeling that blood flow, leave our fingertips and flow down through our arms and down into our body and begin to get present to our feet on the ground. And just let our hands gently come around beside us in a big open circle and then rest gently into our lap. And just gently, 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 if you're able to, bring your eyes to close and leaving your palms facing up in the air like you're capturing all the love from that which is true to you, your guide, your God, your goddess, your loved ones, your puppies, nature, the stars, the northern lights, the beautiful meal that you ate or are about to eat tonight, just all the blessings of this life.
Yeah, and now bring awareness to your feet. And just really feel a connection to the floor. And I'd like you to imagine roots extending from the soles of your feet deep into the earth. Just imagining that you have really, really long and ancient roots, anchoring you in safety, stability, and presence in this moment. Feel the earth supporting you, the beautiful energy of the earth, holding you as you begin this journey, this transformational journey. Now bring to mind, bring to your heart an intention for this program, an intention for the alchemy of self. What do you hope to gain? What would you like to release and transform? So take a moment to feel this intention radiating through you. Allowing that intention to ground you in the sacred space, in the sacred container. And then next, on your next breath, just simply release that intention and slowly bring your awareness back. Bring your roots back. You can bring your hands to your heart. Just feeling in that intention again in your heart that you're setting. And whenever you're ready, you can gently Just open your eyes. And bring the awareness back to the room.
Mhm.
So between now and our Sacred Beginnings retreat, we're going to be working with the root chakra, right? So we're going to be starting with connecting to the earth. And I know, Masha, you mentioned you're new to this, so we'll make sure to take a little time to go over each of them. For those of you who are new, maybe I'd like to ask, who is not very versed in chakras? Maybe you're just a beginner learning a little bit. Nelson, John, okay, great.
Cool.
Masha.
Cool.
Perfect. So we're excited to introduce you to the powerful work of
Yeah, and
Of the
even
chakras.
those of you who know what chakras are, do you really know what chakras are and how they play into different aspects of life? So this is going to be really, really great because then for me it was like, what I thought I knew, and then here we are, the beginner's mind.
Beautiful.
And sending love to Brother Fraser. He's going to be unable to make it. He sent me a message back. So just sending him all kinds of healing vibes. Hello, Fraser, when you watch the recording. We love you.
Yeah.
And also just to speak into the group and created a container, Christian Andreech is also joining us. Not sure where Eric Ballas is, if he's going to be joining or not, but we're holding space that Brother Eric gets to also join us as well. And anyone else that I don't have there? And Debbie House.
Yes.
So
But she's, yeah,
Well,
amazing.
it's a-
Excited to meet her.
quite a and also Tasnova's Eric, who may or may not be in the room there, but he's still feeling into. There's people that have different things that they're like really checking in if they're able to commit to the longer term. So
Yeah.
just there's a beautiful group of
Sending
human
love,
beings.
no matter what. Sending
Mhm.
so much love. Awesome. So let's get started with self-introductions. We're
Totally.
gonna go around and you get to introduce yourself. So the group gets to know you, get a little deeper, connect with you a little deeper and your intention. And as I mentioned, we'll go deeper as Adam mentioned, we'll go deeper into intentions on Saturday, but just a brief intention of your intention with the program today. So
Yep.
whoever is ready.
It could be like, hello, my name is, we can see your name and where you're calling from, where you're joining from. And just like I said, a brief intention.
All right,
Popcorn style.
I'll go first, I guess.
John Pro, nice, jumping in.
I'm gonna spotlight opinion. There we go.
So Sean Provost here, about an hour north of Tampa, over in the Gulf side of Florida. Nice to meet everybody. So my intention for this is to learn more about myself, what my blockers are, to keep me from achieving, what I could be doing, what I should be doing, and then how do I overcome those blockers?
Hmm. Beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You are in the right place.
Yep.
Excellent.
We are excited. We are excited. And I acknowledge you for stepping into the unknown. Welcome, Sean, to the community.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for being here.
yes.
Thank you for
welcome.
having me.
Still loving the background.
Yeah, don't change it. It's approved.
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank you.
All right, so,
I can go
I
next.
okay, great.
Oh, somebody was, sorry, there.
No, go ahead. Regina
Okay,
was,
hello everyone. My name is Masha or Masha She-Hulk. I'm in Purple Eagle tribes. Tribes. Come on. Tribes.
tribes, yeah, we're gonna be multiple
Right.
tribes.
And, I'm here for sure. I mean, first of all, really explore of unknown of all of this. Whatever has been already presented is very new to me. And what I shared before with Claudia and Adam, it's like I'm getting myself into something that I do not know. And it means that I haven't had that access to something so powerful, so beautiful that I know will take me to the next level and will help me to take other people to the next level. And of course, it's also how can I receive and get guided to be able to create what I want to create in this world. I know one of the things that I'm working on, and it's something very similar to what also shared Sean for sure. And it's how I have to be like focused, but I don't want to remove like, no, like Mike, I just wasn't quickly, I was on a call with a coach and he told me, Marsha, just focus on one thing. I'm like, how can I just focus on just one thing? It's just something so not fulfilling in a way. So I hope I'm looking forward for this program to guide me and be able to provide me the resources, the strength, the power, and at the same time, the peace of mind to be able to do what I want to create in this beautiful world.
Amazing.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am, and so it is.
Yes, and so it is. I meant to do the that's a celebration. That's the heart. Sorry, heart. Amazing. We're so excited. Thank you, sister, for being here, being a yes, for stepping into the unknown.
Yep.
Right. This is all, new territory, and that already is breakthrough, right? When you're able to just trust the process. I'm really excited for what's going to open up for you and how you can absolutely hold space in an even more powerful way. So,
With less
so happy
effort.
you're here. Which,
And the process and trust you.
yes, amazing. Thank you. We're
You're in
so
good
humble
hands.
and so, grateful. So grateful.
All right,
Beautiful.
who's ready?
That's
Who's
right.
ready?
Be happy to go, guys. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Adam and Claudia. Thank you, everyone, for joining. So about 3 years ago, when I started this energy work, this spiritual work, deeper, I'm looking forward to integrate all those aspects of me. The little ego, the mind, the soul, and all those aspects of my ego, of my humanity, right? All those aspects of me, so we can work in coherence and not monkey brain, because like Masha, I've everything's shiny to me. I so couldn't know more focus. The arrow technology, brother Adam, thank you. So looking to integrate faster those lessons which I expose myself to, but really don't take the time to process. So for me, less is more. It's going to be this. And yeah, I'll listen to some YouTube things as I'm driving, but it's going to be focused on this and doing the homework for the first time in my life. First time I ever do homework. Thank you. Looking forward to being with all of you in the journey.
So all I heard
Thank you, Mama Deborah.
you're gonna do your homework. That's what I heard. Everybody heard
I'm
it
a
here. Nelson's intention is to do his homework.
Hey guys, just like thank you for the inspiration of those the devotional chat, that morning walk. I stopped that I used to do that for every day for 5 years straight, and then I just got out of the habit. And thanks to all of you and that accountability, yeah, every day get up. I slept like 2 hours last night, but I was up there walking at 6 o'clock in the morning, creating that new habit. So I promised myself that this one we're gonna go deep, we're gonna go real, we're gonna go legit, and do the homework. So.
Nice.
And
Well,
Mama
Nelson's-
Deborah got me accountable. I see it. I see it. I'm done.
Yep. What Nelson's speaking about is actually there's a
Amazing, thank you.
devotional 3-day retreat that we did here a few months back, and then there's a chat where we do like integration work after any of the retreats here on property, and it's the devotional retreat. So there's like a daily devotion. So for those of you who
And
weren't,
it's been super transformational
yeah.
for myself as well. So it's really, holding each other accountable. And we're going to do that here too, right? In another capacity.
Yep.
Adam is taking notes, so we'll hold you to your intentions.
Got it. It's being recorded.
We're gonna make a paper
Amazing.
airplane out of this and send it out into
Love shower
outer
from
space.
Nelson.
Brother
Thank you
Nelson,
so
thank
much.
you.
That was beautiful.
And this year, I'm sure I'll have my vision board done this year. Could you believe my vision board never got done last year? You see, I didn't integrate that. So thank you.
That remains to be seen. It'll be a very special day when that happens.
I'm getting dizzy, Nelson.
So I can share.
Okay.
Lisa E.
So my name is Lisa Renee. My official last name is Engelberg, so they say Lisa E. I'm going to be dropping that name while I'm in this next year. I'll be integrating my maiden name back in. So
Nice.
thank you, Tasnova. Um, so I'm in South Florida in Lake Worth, and my intention is to really truly understand the different parts of me that are running me, that are making decisions for me, that are reacting for me, and really understand how to work with these energies that are alive in me. And what's really, really on my heart is like a physical manifestation that I would like to create while I'm in this is the Hive Creative Arts Collective. This is a space that I want to create, and where people come and hang out and express themselves, and we have open mic and dance and all kinds of stuff there. And yeah, I'm really excited about this, and all of my energy, and like the reason I'm getting a corporate job is so that I can, help pay for this space. And yeah, it's going to happen while we're in this container. And so I want to bring it into this container. So thank you. Really,
Yeah.
really honored and grateful to be here with all of you. And, thank you for the trust, right, that we all have to, the divine invitation that we all have to be here together. So really honored and grateful. Thank you so much.
So beautiful.
Lisa, guys,
Okay.
one question. Lisa, did you say you wanted to create the Hive Collective? That's going to be the name of the joint or the place?
Let's keep that
Oh,
conversation.
sorry,
Just
you're right.
yeah, we
My
can
bad.
get into that. Feel free to reach out one-on-one. All good, nothing wrong. Just so we can be honoring of the time. And Lisa, thank you, because for each of you, as we come into Saturday, if you have a dream in your heart, a vision, something, no matter how big or how little you think it is, that isn't here yet, and you're in the gap. And if you want to bring that as part of your intention when we speak into intentions on Saturday, that is
Bring
a
it.
powerful place to actually bring that, and all the things that are in the space of from that happening already is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing to bring in. Like Lisa, we're going to take stepping stones, and that's like a lighthouse that we're aiming towards, right?
Yeah.
That bigger vision. And it may modify and it may change and it may morph and other facets of it. So you don't have to have it all figured out, but just be, are you willing to declare? And just keep that in mind as a little homework assignment to tune
Yeah.
into for this coming Saturday.
Exactly. Thank
Yep.
you for that. And yeah, the invitation is we're going to be doing personal work, but also, as you saw in some of the modules, we are going to be holding, the container to bring forth our dreams and what you want to be, bringing forth. So yes, bring it all to the container, and then we can support that manifestation.
Yep.
So beautiful. So exciting. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. Alines, I saw the
I'll go
hand.
next. So I am also going to embrace my maiden name, especially so I just wanted to tag along, Lisa. I hear you with that. So my intention for this, I started my journey in 2019, 2020. Like I really did like a deep dive. And like, I'm so glad for the devotional practices because I started doing some of the practices that I did all those years ago, 4 years ago. And so my intention is like I've come so far, but I still see some repeating patterns. And like, I really, really want to understand those patterns. And I feel like I've done a lot of work, but I feel like there's still something I'm missing. So to like really do a deep dive in those patterns in my life. And there is also something that I also want to create. And I know that my new promotion is a part of that, because part of what I want to create, I have to learn how to manage a business because it's pretty much would be technically a business, quote unquote, but so I want to be able to step into a leadership role and be a better leader, not come from my trauma, not come from my old patterns, but come from a better me. I guess you know, how I can say what
But-
my intention is.
Different
Beautiful.
you.
Did
but
you say
different.
your name and where you're calling from? Just for those.
Alines, and I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Very good.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
So
Love shower
excited for
I
you.
know, I'm super
Thank you
excited.
for taking on yourself over since 2019.
Mhm. Yep, and being willing to go deeper, right?
Half-
To
half a decade.
continue to go deeper. That's huge. Les was one of the that like ever since we're doing the program, you just been like so present. Like I'm just so excited to see, you know, the integration.
Yeah, I really have a feeling that by this time next year, I'm going to be in a very different place. So I'm excited. And I feel like I haven't done a program like this since 2020. In 2020, during COVID, I did a lot of programs like this. So this is, you know, I did the priestess course, but that was like in 2021 as well. So this is, you know, this is good for it's gonna I know it's gonna be good for me and very transformational because every time I've done something like this, it's been very transformational for me. So,
Yes.
and I'm very excited to be here with all of you and with you and Adam and Claudia to learn more from the two of you. So I'm excited. Thank you.
Amazing.
And I
Love
can't wait, I
shower.
can't wait to speak with you in 6 months and be like, so you did a program like this before, huh? And you're gonna be like, no, I didn't. I didn't.
Maybe not like this,
Yeah,
but
exactly. I understand
yeah.
what you mean, but it's always fun to reflect back with you and you're just like.
I know.
Well, I don't know what I'm getting myself into now, but we'll see.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
I'd love to share that I've been dreaming of holding a group coaching container since I learned about the
Group coaching
coaching,
containers. Yeah.
group of coaching, group coaching 10, 11 years ago. And so this has been a dream of mine for a long time. And I'm just super excited that, you know, I get to do it with Adam. I think that's really, you know, I know it's like, it's so much fun to do it together. And so this is huge. This is a dream for, I know for myself, I'm sure, you know, for you as well, but this is a dream for us. So thank you for saying yes and being a part of our very first group coaching program.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Yes, it gives me an opportunity to geek out. That's why I'm wearing my glasses today, because like you too, I'm like geeking out, reading all the books, like all this stuff. Like it's giving us an opportunity to even dive deeper into the framework. And then, you know, it's like, you know, I have a digital marketing background, graphic design. So it's like I can bring all of my skills to it. And I hope that you enjoy every step of the process, from the emails to the group, the graphics, the whole thing. There's so much love that's being poured into it. So
Yep.
it's amazing. Thank you.
All right, who's next?
All right. Wait, what's up?
Regina has no sound and it sounds like you are in the Matrix. Everybody else hear that? It sounds like we're going into another dimension.
Yeah, we're definitely
Sounds like a
quantum leaping
beehive.
here.
We're getting some
It
interference.
sounds like she's in the
Supposed to
midst
take
of
the
a
red pill.
beehive.
Huh?
Maybe Regina, you want to hop out and back in real quick, like we did last time and it got it fixed.
It did? I
Yep.
thought it did. Okay, awesome.
See you in a moment.
Bum bum.
All right. So in the meantime, we can
Yeah, let's keep her a moment.
hold on
I
one
don't
second.
know.
Let's just give it a brief second. She should hop right back in. That was pretty neat though.
A
It was
glitch
a
in
cool noise.
The same people who did Zoom audio thing are the ones that did Netflix this past Friday for the Tyson fight when they glitched out for like 30 minutes. People were losing their minds. It was
I
wild.
was,
Everybody was like,
actually thinking about sampling that noise and turning it into some like EDM music or something. That would be
oh,
cool.
wow. Yeah, we got an EDM guy over here.
Nice.
I can't, we got to put the closing retreat date on the book so we can make sure that we're
Yes,
doing an
exactly. We'll give you plenty of time. to-
house party dance thing.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put some music together and DJ for you guys. How's that?
Heck yeah, you will. I got a whole setup. You just come and plug and play, yo.
Amazing.
Adam, you and I will have a discussion one day about our DJing because that's a
I
thing.
can't wait. I can't wait.
All right, take two.
Is she back?
She is.
There's still-
Regina, let's try it again. You ready to go?
It
Oh
is-
my goodness.
We cannot hear you.
Do you have a headset that you could use, Regina? Because it would bypass. No.
No, nothing.
There's a way to call in, right?
Oh,
So
true.
that she can call in. Let me get the.
Also reboot your device, whatever device you're using. just
Okay,
reboot
let's
it.
just save a bunch of time. Don't do all this. Maybe you can hop in on your phone or something like this.
To the invitation.
Could you go ahead and mute yourself, Regina?
All right,
So
here.
Regina, in the chat, Claudia's putting a phone number where you can actually dial in and we'll be able to hear you through your phone.
Yeah,
And
there you
see
go.
you on your computer.
And I'll also put it in the other.
No need. She's actually logging in with her phone, isn't it?
Oh, there you go. So she'll do that.
That's what I was trying to say. Wait.
All right. Let's do it.
There she is.
Okay. Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Just log out of your computer for
Yeah,
a
or
moment.
you can do that or just lower the volume in the computer.
Yeah, lower the volume.
It should work.
Better.
Nice.
Yeah, we got
You
it.
see?
Okay.
So odd. It was working the other day. So I don't know. But it's working right now. So it's good. We got a solution. So I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for a few reasons. One is because I'm here with my friends and I feel family, a lot of support, a lot of love. And I feel like it's such an honor to be able to watch each other and support each other at the same time, like witness and support each other with our goals. And for me, and thank you, Adam and Claudia, for just, not only creating this and your courage, but the way it's being delivered, like there's such a free flow to it. And I know as a recovering perfectionist myself, I sometimes have a lot that comes up around it not being perfect. And I love how you guys are delivering it. It's just happening, and the commitment to it happening, and it is perfect. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm loving it, and I'm sure it's gonna continue getting better and even more amazing. So I'm excited about that. And what do I want to get out of this? My intention is before life threw me some adventure and surprises the last few years. And I feel like I was on a very clear trajectory of where I wanted to go in my life. I was working on a book. I was actually doing coaching programs. I launched my first group coaching and private coaching program. And I'm excited to get back to that and with a new version of myself, a more refined version of myself. So I'm really excited about that. And whatever else the universe sees for me, which I don't know what that is yet. So I'm excited. And I'm here from Cooper City, Florida. And yeah, just very humbled and honored to be here. So thanks for having me.
Thank you, Regina. Thank you for saying yes and being like, okay, let's keep going. Keep on going.
Yes.
No matter what the curveballs are, you get another at bat.
Keep
That's
swimming.
right.
Just
Yeah.
keep swimming. Exactly.
Yeah, and it's been a true honor, to be in each other's space. I don't know, 80 years now. It's been a long time since we've known each other in different capacities. And yeah, I really felt like in the last few years we've been able to deepen and then, be able to hold space for your breakthroughs in this container. We're very honored. So
Mhm.
thank you for your trust. And yeah, I'm so excited.
Yep. We got you.
Yep, and I like
Oh,
to we've been through those 2 years, so it's so good to see you on the upswing and what's gonna come out like you said it, and even more improved version of yourself. So that's super exciting.
Yep.
Amazing.
thank you.
Love shower for you.
Thank you.
Who's ready?
I'll go next.
Mr.
I
Cook.
know Mike was slow on the switch there, so I'll go next there. First of all, I want to thank I want to thank Mike for introducing me to Adam and Claudia. I had no idea you guys existed, and that was fantastic. It has been a life-changing relationship so far, and I can't wait to go further in it. I'm John Cooper. I am in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm a business owner. I have a bunch of employees that rely on me. So Mike is going to help me make sure that I get to these calls as necessary. I'm blocking them out of my schedule. That does not mean I'll be at every one, but I'm going to do my best. My person and partner, Debbie, is here in the house, and she's going to be on this with me. We were really excited to be able to have the opportunity to do this together, simply because obvious reasons. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't want to come up with a bunch of answers that aren't real, but it's real. So it's really kind of nice to do this. She has, we've been together for 7 years, and she's been doing her work for a very long time. I am a recent newcomer to it, only in the past several years. And so the opportunity for me to, my intention for this journey over the next 13 months is to really not just get to know myself, but to actually meet and get to know my highest self and figure out what that really means. And then take that to become an example to others so that they can start this work too. I think it's really important, and the level of, I don't know, the leveling up, I should say, of my life in the last several years since I started this journey for self, I guess you could say, has been really, it's a beautiful thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, I want to thank Adam and Claudia for hosting this, and I'm really great. It's really great to see that you guys are realizing a dream as well. And then Mike for, of course, introducing you guys and get this ball rolling. Incidentally, just not to correct anybody, but when Mike and I first talked about this class, he and I were both a solid fuck yeah. I just took because of my work schedule, I took a longer time to actually enroll in the class, but he will vouch for that. And if he doesn't, I know where he lives. So there you go.
Well then, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Even
Yeah.
more. Even more.
That's
better.
amazing. Thank you. It's an honor.
Thank you, both of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
both of you. It's an honor to meet you and get to know you, you and your beloved deeper, and hold this container. And I love what I'm hearing. That's exactly in alignment, right? Get to know yourself deeper and also connect with your higher self. So I'm just super, I feel so grateful. So thank you, Michael, for making the connection and supporting him, supporting John and what he needed to be able to be here with us. And just amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Yeah, and John, thank you. John is a part of another group that my heart is called to create, where we're working with some different archetypes and things, but this is an opportunity to really go deep within the self, and there's a common theme. And John, I just wanted to speak into it. We've never met in person, right? But like when you share, so that I can then share this with others, like that's a common theme that I've been hearing with each intention, and is a common thing in each conversation that I've had with each one of you individually on the call, that finds a deep alignment into this work. Because it's like that's what it is. And to realize this dream, the dream for me is coming from when we are further along the journey and towards the end and all the things, the integration of these aspects, the way of being, and that partners in transformation, as it's said in so many places, right? To be able to walk and with a certain way of being that generates within the journey, right? To be a possibility for other people to then step into their dreams and their transformation and their collective, and build a community out. So thank you for being a part of it.
Yes.
All the way up there in Kansas City.
And I'm just excited for the people. Like, of course, I'm excited about your transformation, but I'm even more excited about the ripples that the people that you come in contact, right? Your employees, people that are in the store, people you come in contact from this, whole self, from this
Say yes to
integrative.
self. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If you guys get to know me, as you get to know me, you'll know that I don't do anything that's not really scalable.
Yeah.
So for me to be able to learn this so that I can then be an example for others, my goal is to have everybody know this stuff because it's so valuable and important as a human being to do your own work.
Yep.
And not be in a life of fear or a life of lack or a life of strife or struggle, because you don't have to be, right? You can be everything but that and have a beautiful life. And so, yeah, I can't wait to get to know all of these lovely people in front of me. And heck, Deborah's even got my last name, so that's fantastic. And I think Regina said she lives in Cooper City. So, I mean, how great is that? I mean, I'm starting to see a theme here. So, and then I don't know if you know this, Lisa, but Lisa E, my middle initial is E. So I'm John E. And then when I was in high school, I was listening to Sheila E, The Glamorous Life. So, I mean, it's almost like serendipity. Everything's coming together here. So good to meet all of you. And I'm really excited about this.
Oh my gosh, see, you can't make it up, right?
Yeah,
That's all
and
this
the
is really-
humor about it. I was thinking about
amazing.
Sheila E. earlier today. No, I'm kidding. Those old 90s songs.
That is amazing. I got chills again. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get to know you as well. And yeah, bring all the humor, bring all of it to the
Yep,
group. To the
authenticity.
container. Wow, amazing. All right, love shower. Feel free to
Love
join me if
shower.
you want to give him a love shower as well. There you go.
It's a participatory experience, everyone, you know, and you've inserted your quarter and here we go.
Oh, amazing. This is great.
All right, who's ready? Who's ready?
Jump in. I can.
Nice.
You better show up and say
Everyone, yes.
who
You're.
actually said yes first, Mike.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry for. And yeah, John's not lying. He called me after that first master class and was like, you know, I'll do it if you do it, kind of thing. Why it took him so long to get his priorities set, I'm not sure, but we'll leave it up to trouble. Anyway, no. I'm honored to be here with all of you guys, and I can't wait to get to know those of you that I've met already better, and those of you who I haven't, get to know you guys. I too am in Kansas City, Missouri, also a business owner, and a lot of what Alines was sharing was, kind of in line with what I hope to get out of this and my intention for the course. I want to, take a much deeper dive into myself. The awareness that I've gained recently and over the past, 5-8 years, something like that, is, has literally blown my mind. And I want to come from a clearer vessel, so that I'm not also, exactly like Elena said, projecting my stuff, or even like, because I want this work, as John said, I want this work to move beyond me, through my employees, and also working with people, whether that's coaching or I'm not sure what that looks like, but I want that to go beyond me, and this ease and love of life that the magic. It's like once you find it, it's like, holy shit, I got to tell everybody about this.
Yeah.
And so I want to be able to do that from a space that isn't just me telling my story, that's actually, allowing people to find their own truth and their own wisdom that comes from within, rather than me just trying to like, yeah, here's what I do, or here's what worked for me, and you should expect the same results, that kind of thing. And so this longer course, with consistent calls, regular calls. I mean, it was sort of like, okay, this sounds like a perfect or great way to really embody and integrate this as we go. So it's not, the next month, like, oh shit, what was I supposed to be working on? No, that's right. Let me go grab this gold so I can show up for the call. But so I'm looking forward to this. Also, this is a commitment. This is a something that, and as we were in the group chat talking about, hey, when can we do this call, and the other calls, and I had a moment sorry, and I know this isn't about storytelling, but I had this moment about like, of course it's Mondays. That's my busiest, work day. Of course it's going to be during the work day. That's my busiest fucking work day. And I just, sat with that for a minute and realized that this is where I make myself a priority. This is, of course, it's on a Monday. Of course, it's during the weekday. This is where I make myself a priority. And so, grateful for all of that. And I do run the business so I can rearrange my schedule and meetings and all that shit. So I appreciate that reminder as well. So
Nice.
that's Mike Brackman from Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you guys.
And what I'm gonna do, Mike, I'm just gonna send you a meeting request and say, we have a work meeting every Monday at 3 p.m. So you won't feel so bad about it. Because if we had
That's
a
right.
work,
I
we
have to
would
be
handle it.
It's work. I got to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you,
Amazing.
Mike.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for being a yes to, we met in a very amazing adventure together, and
Yeah.
through being connected through your beloved's mutual friend, and like I remember having this amazing conversation sitting out over the Pacific Ocean on like I was like, where the hell are we right now, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it started to go, it wasn't just a surface level conversation. It was like really getting in there, and I felt you start to open up, and then you said yes to working together in the men's group, and it's just an honor to receive you here and to consistently be showing up, and yeah, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your connection with John.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for also bringing up the commitment piece, right? Because we were really being because we know we're all busy, including us, right? But everybody's running such a tight schedule already. And so one of the things that I was thinking, Monday is good, and sometimes Monday can be a little tricky, but it's as the week progresses, right? It's like we get deeper into the weeds of whatever it is that, that the week brings. So like Monday is just the beginning. We're still relatively fresh. If we do the, call for Thursday or Friday, there's already been going on. And that's one of the reasons why I want to make it a little earlier during the day so that we're again fresh, to receive to go through that process. And but there is something to be said about the consistent call, right? Every week, because 2 weeks, 3 weeks go by, it's not the same, right? It's like we get so busy again. And so I know for myself, when we did our certification program, it was every week, and it is really powerful. It definitely helps to create that muscle, that consistent awareness. And the reason why we made it, we looked into maybe doing 6 months, right? Because sometimes a year is like, oh my God, that seemed like a long time. Although, like, well, that's going to go by super fast before we know it's already going to be the next year. But we wanted to also leave the integration piece, because 6 months just felt like enough for you to get the concept of something, to understand something, but not enough time to apply it, not enough time for the integration. So thank you for being willing, to take something on, right? We have a few business owners here that thankfully you have the ability to create your own schedule, but it does take prioritizing, right? Prioritizing yourself, prioritizing that time. And we'll do our best on our end, to keep our calls 90 minutes, like be as efficient and effective as we can with the content, right? Because like I always design with that in mind, with the busy person in mind, because that's what all we are. So you have our commitment to do our best so that you can follow through, right? So to make it as just, flow as graceful as we can inside of all the things that may show up.
Yep. And there's something to it, what would be considered householder. So like if somebody was to say, in the context of like any deep transformational journey, whether it's deep dive into where yoga teacher trainings were done on ashrams in India back when, or wherever there was, and then like, shamanic trips down to the Amazon and these different things, right? There's a distinction in that, but then being able to actually be at home, have a business, have animals, raise our children, and do the deep work, it's called householder medicine. So it means that we can actually create the experiences that can be supported in our busy schedules and things like that. And I'm already hearing such breakthroughs of like, I'm making myself a priority, what it is to actually be committed to a certain call at a certain time and like getting things into organization, especially when there's so many things are virtual these days. It's really easy to just be like, oh, let's see right now, what do I want to do? So it's like really, giving some of those foundational things that are already, I'm hearing some breakthroughs in that.
I know,
Yep.
amazing. It's
All
so
right,
exciting.
who's up
Wait, love
next?
shower,
Oh, wait, love shower. Mike, sorry, Mike, tried to cut you short of the love shower. No, you're waiting for that one.
There we go.
I want to go after the love shower, you guys. Love shower to Michael.
Okay.
Awesome.
First of all, I'm Deborah Cooper, and you guys, most of you were on last time. I'm blessed to be Adam's mom, so I'm glad I birthed him so he could be this magnificent man he
Thank
is,
you.
and have a magnificent daughter in love for me, and then bring all this beauty that he has came within, and they've come together and bring it to all of us. So humbly grateful. John Cooper, I am a Mrs. Cooper. My husband's name is Gary Cooper. So I don't know how old you are, but that's a joke in the family. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm way too old to not know about that. So
Yeah.
I know all about it.
And real quick, so I'm in Oklahoma City, and I want to say one more thing before I say my intention. Mike, do you sing? You have the best voice, and I think you should sing if you don't. Yes. Raise your hand if you think Mike should be a good singer. Let's put him
I
on.
might have heard a song one time. I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, on the spot. Sorry, bud. So yeah, my intention is, I guess I sort of naturally said it on the last call, but to deep dive in such a way that I put the Lego pieces of what I'm up to now in my life that come to me so naturally, to nurture, to nourish, to coach in that space. Yes, health and lifestyle and nutrition coach, but it's not just about the stuff at the end of your fork, it's the bigger picture. And this, I know this coaching program or this program will supplement and help me get through those dark spots that the blind spots I don't see right now, and to be able to put some clarity and remove the things that I might not even yet see within myself that are holding me back. And definitely what definitely resonates that's come forward tonight is for sure not the story. Thank you, Mike, for bringing that out, because once upon a time Deborah tells a story, but that only when I'm nervous usually, but to hold that space, and even if that sounds restrictive, to just be present and kind of have that naturally, organically happen, for those around me. And as I spoke last time, and that speaking into the generational clarity and manifestation that goes way deeper. So I'm on board. Thank you.
Yay. Yeah, I'm so excited for you to be here, and a couple different things there. And if you're not noticing, we're kind of acknowledging each person after their share, but this is a special one because it's mama. But I mean, not to say that you are the crone or the elder in the group, but you are, and that is a very, very distinguished space. And it's also very inspiring to me to think that 20 plus years from now, I can continue doing transformational work, and it just keeps on going, right? And what presence means as far as like being a guide or a coach, it's so simple. It's like there's this huge framework of all the things, but in the actual session together, to be so present with another person that they feel seen and witnessed is so healing already in the world, without any like, so tell me about the thing that you want to manifest, and by when we want to manifest that, and what part of you thinks that you need to manifest. All that's great, but the words are like Ram Dass will say, I'm going to say a bunch of words, but what's really happening is this presence and love of the divine. And what that means to be love, right? Like if you love somebody, you're present with them, right? Because we can be anywhere else and we're here with you all. So like to me, I could be with our children, we could be with our children, we can be over there snuggling, watching, any number of things that we like to watch, and going on a walk or whatever it might be, and like staring at the northern light, whatever it might be, but like we're choosing to be here with you. So think about that love. And I just wanted to say, I love you, Mom, and thank you for being here and saying yes and bringing the OG Cooper energy into the
Oh,
house.
yes.
I love you too. I love all of you. And, you know, if anybody doesn't know, I adopt everybody. So I don't hold you small like kids, but you're now in my family and I love to cook. So come on over for dinner.
Think about the
Amazing.
inheritance, everyone. Just think about the
Yeah.
inheritance.
And I love what you mentioned about the manifestation because, you know, what gets in the way of us manifesting what we really want, right? It's all these sub-personalities that we're going to be working with. So as you get clear and you bring all those personalities to the light and you integrate those aspects of yourself, you will become an even more powerful. I mean, you already are a powerful manifestor, but it's going to come from this whole integrated space. And so, you know, just adding that out there as a result of this amazing work. So, so happy to have you, Mom. So happy that, you know, like Adam said, that you actually, you know, you're an inspiration for us, for what's possible, right? And yeah, it's just exciting to, you know, continue to experience with you and walk this journey. So
Thank you. There's no book written that you have to stop doing something at a certain age. If
Yep.
they did, I think I remember burning that when I was a little girl. So it's awesome. Like,
I know.
you know, the Chicago fire, I'm not that old, but haha, that was me burning the book of rules because I don't do rules. And anybody who has a puppy or knows about a puppy for sale, no matter where you are, I'm in the market. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, thank you.
In the market for a puppy.
Love shower from us. Amazing. Thank you so much. So good. So good.
Hey, I
She
got
wants
one for you.
Great
I got one
Dane.
for you here.
Oh, there he is, right there.
Oh my goodness. My mom wants a Great Dane, everybody, like the biggest or Great Pyrenees or something like that. That's what she's.
I love no doggies too big or too small, but we're going to be living in a 21-foot camper for 6 months at least. So I like Dobies, I like Yorkies, but size matters in this aspect. So we have to have a little guy. 10
So
pounds
you're
or
saying two Great Danes then?
yes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, they
Got
can
it.
actually pull the trailer so she can.
Yeah. I had a Doberman in Atlanta and she was the sweetest love, but I kept her on a chain and made like she was bad and she wouldn't hurt you, but if I told her to, she might.
So
But
yeah,
I
no
didn't raise her.
Dobermans.
I didn't raise her that way. I'm done.
No, no.
All right, all right. Who is ready now? There's a couple more.
Ooh.
Hi
Hello.
everyone. My name is Tass Nova. I live in Miami Beach, Florida. I'm just like reflecting on the fact that I haven't been a student in a really long time in a coaching program, and I'm like, wow, what is that gonna feel like? And I'm so excited that it's in such a different format than what I've been used to for like so many of my life, like almost 10 years of my life. And I'm really excited to be a student, especially in this way. Something that I felt was missing from my past experiences, even as a coach in service, was like the integration part. And yeah, I'm really finding that well, for one, I have been noticing some patterns in me, just like Alines was sharing, and like some couple others were sharing. And there's this yeah, not really like intention of having my mind mastered, you know, mastering my mind and the thoughts and things, but not quite there yet. And yeah, and same with like really understanding my emotions and the result that I would like to experience, and my intention is to experience this for embodiment, like true embodiment. Like this whole time, for example, I was just nervous of like, what do I say? And I still have those parts of me that feel so nervous to be seen and embody and share, you know. So I know I have the ability to merge my mind and heart. I've done it, I've experienced it. I'm a musician, I write songs from it, I sing from it, but like the embodiment and just being in the day-to-day life, so that I can, you know, share this work and this tool with the people that I love or strangers, and impact in a, you know, higher level and multiple ways not other than along with music. Yeah, that's totally a goal. And I think that's like the, you know, meat and potatoes of it, since that's like the name we call it. But for sure, like having the tools to really hold space in myself, with people in my life, and for any space that I decide to support in that way. That's my goal.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yep.
So excited. Thank you for, just being a guest, trusting us and for taking yourself on. This will be a different format of what you're used to. But really exciting, really exciting for the journey. And there was something I wanted to something that you mentioned. Oh, yes, you mentioned your parts of yourself, right? The ones that are like, oh, I'm still, you maybe hesitate to share. We're really going to create a safe container here for all of your parts, right? All of those parts of yourself, right? That, the shy one, the wounded one, the perfectionist, all those aspects. We're gonna really allow ourselves to, hold that space for ourselves and just being able to allow those parts to come to the light like that is so healing in itself. Like
Yeah.
that's like already 80% of the work.
Yep.
And so, just really wanted to acknowledge your courage to even speak it, your vulnerability to like let us know, what's coming up for you and just feeling so honored for the opportunity, to hold your parts, all of your parts. I'm sure our parts are also going to be showing up. So really honor for that opportunity.
Yep. All the parts.
All the parts.
And for someone who's been in the transformational work for what, 12 years, 10 years, 11, a while, right? Like to actually go ahead, you're gonna unmute there.
Oh, just like 10 years.
10 years, yeah. So like to receive you here now and to, what you were speaking, well, to receive you here now is a blessing. And we give thanks because it is different from the experiential transformational NLP stuff that so many people have done, landmark, gratitude training, Tony Robbins, all the things. Like this is really, we don't want to neuro-linguistically program anyone in this space. There is our own rewriting of how our stories are shared that can actually be that NLP within the self. And that's really the space that we stand for. So it's less about a bunch of words that we get to repeat and agree to, and it's more about an internal process. And it's just really amazing and a gift to receive you into the space to actually take that next step of that integration, the bringing together of all those amazing parts over the last decade into one. And then when we learn how to be compassionate and hold space for self, that's how everyone around us doesn't even know that. There's not like, oh, I'm going to hold space now. Let me put on my holding space hat. It just is. It just becomes is. And then people will just sit down and start like all this stuff because it's a safe space.
Yeah.
And you may be noticing that already. Some of you are shaking your head and being like, yeah. So when there's more compassion with self, more presence, it just comes. And then we can figure out what we want to do with that. Right? So
Yeah.
thank you for being here, Tess Nova.
Thank you. And and then we can also, like, you'll be able to notice for those of you who work with, are managing others or your employees, you'll be able to notice other parts coming into play, right? And then learning some tools to be able to talk to the parts differently, as is like, normally if you wouldn't have this knowledge, you may come from a more reactionary place. So just really excited for all the openings
Yep.
that can happen. So
Because I was a little nervous, I did want to also say thank you both for the invitation and the space and for creating this. I'm really excited to witness you two in this space and receive you from this way. Wouldn't be anywhere else to be a student again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Means the world to us.
We'll be on Netflix soon. People will be watching all of it. We gotta get the new camera.
No, they won't be. No one can see the stream.
Exactly. It'll be the
So
spinning
good.
wheel of whatever that is.
Only if it's a fight. I don't think they'll bring a fight to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't script ours. How about who's Claudia Nieves?
Yeah.
Hanging out in the shadow, in the cut, as they say back in the hood. She's coming from the cut.
Yep. Hello. So I'm here, Claudia number 2 or 1, whatever. Clubhouse. So excited. This is, as I say, in the other meeting that we had before was the formal starting, that this program. I've been sitting, waiting for it for a long time. I always felt that I was going to be here, and patiently as has arrived. I'm excited as as a coach in the transpersonal space as well. Um, the most important thing for me is the integration and to hold more space, right? Because even though we have done this, I've done this, I know where the subpersonalities are, I know the material, and they still come in and show up in different layers. And the integration is the most exciting part as well. And with your flavors, right? The sauce that you're putting in this, that because all the other certifications and experiences that you have had and initiations, that's like super powerful. So I'm super excited about that. Super like being super chill on, I love being all the time in a class. I was thinking when Tasnova say, I don't know how long I've been here. I'm like, wait a minute. I started in 2017 with the gratitude, and then in 2010 didn't happen anything, but in 2019 I started with the red tent, and we had the little master classes and all these things, da 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 da. And in 2020 I did the coaching for transpersonal, the psychosynthesis, and then graduated in 2021, and then the last in 2022 I started the priestess programs, and I graduated, and I haven't stopped.
Mhm.
And I love it. This year I was doing the mastermind in Miami with the entrepreneurial woman, and I'm finishing on that, and now starting this. It's something that like I love to swim in spaces where not only um, to hear the wise people, the people that have shared their gift, but to lift each other up and be in that vibration and that energy is what it really takes me to these places all the time. The beauty and the yumminess of the communities and the people, the connections. So
Mhm.
saying that, I'm gonna celebrate. I had my tea time with another sister from the tribe, Marcella, this morning, and it was amazing. It was 15 women. They all shared. They were like almost in tears that for the space that we had created, and the beautiful business owner for the business called Tea Tell the Truth, and it was gorgeous.
Mhm.
Very proud of myself because that's a part of me that I've been um, developing, and it's like it's a part of me that I've been treating like I'm a little child in the business work, and then going to these spaces and creating more space for more women. Thank you for the guidance of Claudia, uh, to the red tent, and everything has been so beautiful and so fulfilling to be in those containers and to be honored to women to show up and in loving the spaces. So as well that I did the conference this year. So all these things have been bringing me to all those personalities that I wanted to create now with all these tools and integrate it to my life. So thank you for that.
Amazing, amazing.
Thank you for sharing a bit about you. I get to start with Claudia there. What I'm excited for you is with all the things that I've observed you doing in this space is to find mastery during this journey. With defined mastery of your own inner self, to go so deep and to go so joyfully into yourself that you can, I heard you say, lift each other up, lift others up, but that you can lift yourself up from that higher self, that transpersonal self, to hold you in that space of, all those parts in the little girl and everything, like mastery, master mind, so that you can really like, because there's so many things and so many options, but really like to bring that goal. And I want to say thank you for being with Claudia and I since day one of our choice to offer some transformational experiences. And thank you for being here again and again and again and again and again. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know, you've gone through the training, so it's beautiful that you can, you know, you're like have the awareness, and kind of, you know, help that hold that energetic container for the container that we're gonna go through. And yeah, just so honored that you, you know, as Sarah mentioned, are, you know, been such a pillar in the journey, saying yes for, you know, and going through all of it, and also to be holding the vision for us to have this group container. So
Yep.
thank you for that, you
Yep.
know, because that supports the manifestation of it. So we love you. We're excited for the journey, and you know, just so much love and gratitude for you always and
Yes.
forever.
ma'am.
Shower.
Yay, love shower. And so still holding space, so we get to hear from the others that weren't able to make it tonight on Saturday, and we'll get an opportunity to go deeper. So whatever you shared tonight, like I mentioned, to grab anything you want to create in your life, and we'll be able to go deeper into the longer session that we have on Saturday. We're holding space for Fraser and Christian and Eric and Debbie to bring their intentions as we weave this beautiful container together.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do
Next,
now
I'm gonna-
is
I'm
Claudia's
gonna-
gonna share a screen and go through some
We're gonna
deep.
go through the guidelines in just a moment.
Yep.
I'm gonna share my
We're gonna go
screen.
hyper speed.
Hyper speed.
And with the guidelines, like I mentioned, we're gonna put a link into the WhatsApp for you to take time with yourself to read through the guidelines and just, you know, notice. They're very painless, but there are sometimes resistances that come up to be like, well, what do you mean commitment?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean
And,
accountability? So we're gonna, and then each one of you can submit that over to us, so then we can know that you're in alignment with.
Yeah, so the ask is by Saturday. We would like to receive everybody's signed form.
Yeah, before we start our call on Saturday. Yeah.
All right, so right before we do the guidelines, can everybody see my screen? Yep. I don't see, usually has like little thing, but I guess this is it. I just wanted to, you know, re-ground into this as we're gonna move forward. And I love that I already heard a lot of the intentions in this, but just to reground into what, right? What are the outcomes at the end of the program? So number one, deep self-awareness. So you're gonna develop a profound understanding of your inner landscape. And then, you know, in that internal aspect of yourself, super important. Emotional intelligence, so you'll be able to master your emotions and be able to express them in a healthy way. Connection to your higher self. We heard John mention about this, so you'll be able to align that to have a really walk away with that deep connection with self. Resilience and inner strength. This is a big one. I am a super advocate for this one. So really be able to build resilience that would allow you to stay centered and grounded, even in difficult times. This is key of what we're going to be working for. And this is also key when working with others, because then you can mirror that same resilience. Conscious willpower. You'll be able to harness your will like you've never imagined before. You're gonna really learn, you know, we briefly touched up on it in a master class, but you'll be able to just master that. And then harmonize, so personalities, as you know, everybody talked about. And so the goal is greater inner harmony and alignment. So just wanted to reground into that as we get started and really infuse our intentions with what we're going to be going through.
Mhm.
Okay, so now Adam can take this one on. This is the last piece of our call.
Zoom in a little bit. What happened to it being horizontal?
It is horizontal.
It is horizontal? Okay, maybe we can zoom in. Can everybody see the screen okay? Gotcha.
Yeah,
Those of you
can
who
I
are
do it
looking
bigger?
at your
I don't know
phones are
if
on
I
my
can-
naughty list right now. So basically what we did is we came up with an overall one pager that's going to be sent over as a Google form. So you'll be able to read through this. When you get to the bottom of one section, you just type your name in saying, I align. There's another section and another section. And at the very bottom, there's a little John Hancock digital signature. And we'll get notified when you do so. And we'll go into a file, into the forever vault of safe space. And that's really what this is for. So what this is a container to create a transformative space and productive environment for all participants. And you'll be reviewing the guidelines, and these principles are designed to foster accountability, growth, and mutual respect throughout our shared journey. So these are some guidelines. What we would love to do, since in our last couple minutes of the call, is perhaps each one of you can take on a section and just read it one by one by one. If you're able to, are you able to see it and read it? Is it large enough or need it zoomed in?
It's large enough.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're good.
okay,
So
perfect.
whoever feels ready to jump in, you can read one, ABC, and then the next person can come in two, ABCD, and that kind of thing.
I'll start us off.
Cool.
Awesome, thank you.
So commitment to the journey, participate fully in all sessions, exercises, and activities, watching replays when calls are missed. Honor the group's time by being punctual and prepared for each session, showing up with video on and ready to co-create. Stay engaged and present for the entirety of the calls, sessions, and program.
I'll take number 2. Be coachable. Approach the experience with openness and a willingness to learn. Release judgment and embrace curiosity about new perspectives. Be willing to receive and integrate feedback. Be open and coachable.
Amazing, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
And if
Happy
you agree,
to
right,
read three.
you can do like thumbs up wherever you're at as we're reading some of this. You know, you can show your acknowledgement and agreement by the thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Go ahead.
You're welcome. Be your word. A, honor all agreements you make, including attendance, participation, confidentiality, and contributions. B, if circumstances change, realize that everything is a choice. Communicate proactively and take responsibility for renegotiating commitments. I'm complete. Thank you.
Excellent, thank you.
Amazing, amazing.
Amazing.
All right, number 4, who's ready?
I'll do 4.
Cool.
Complete in letter and spirit. Fulfill all assignments with actions. Fulfill all actions with integrity, ensuring your work aligns with the intent and purpose of the task. Go beyond checking the box to truly engage with the spirit of the process and request clarity and support in any areas that are not understood.
Amazing.
Very good.
Thank you so much. All right, this one. I'll move to the next.
I'll do it.
Cool.
Complete the journey 100%. See the program through to its conclusion, recognizing the power of completion as a transformative act. The journey is designed as a whole body of work. Following through with all modules, coaching groups, one-to-one sessions, and calls provides the most value. With presence and willingness, true transformation is possible, and it is up to you. Honor your commitment. Honor your commitment to yourself. That's me. And the group. That's you. By staying present and active until the end.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Be accountable. Own your actions, choices, and outcomes without blame or excuses. Use challenges as opportunities for self-reflection and growth.
Boom.
Perfect that you read that one, my man. That's great. That was a short one if you want to keep going.
Okay. Be authentic. Show up as your true self, sharing your thoughts, feelings, and experiences honestly. Create space for vulnerability and trust within the group by honoring your word and being vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Right, this is honoring or honing?
Honoring. Yep.
Awesome, thank you very
It
much.
says honing, but I think it works both
I
ways.
fixed
You
it.
just change it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
sorry.
just fixed it, thank you.
It could work both ways. You're absolutely right. Honing. Yeah. Who's got no story or gossip? That's a good one. This is really where we get into the true container.
Mom will read it. No story or gossip. Be mindful and open to redirection when sharing. This journey is not a place for storytelling, validation, or seeking to be right. Be open to facilitators being a loving interruption of when in a story. Honor yourself and all participants' history and past, coming from a place of accountability when sharing. This journey is a journey of deep work and vulnerability. Agree to refrain from gossip, even if names are left out.
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. And you know, the thing about stories is sometimes a story can put you in a kind of victim, right? Like things are happening to me. But when you take accountability, right, then you realize that people, it doesn't really matter about what others do or don't do, right? What matters is what you do and how you react to situations. And so we really want to cultivate that space of, you know, just like really being connected to the essence. And the
Yeah.
gossip, you know, it kind of
Speaks for itself,
self-explanatory.
yeah. And the story too is like whenever, and this is a very, it's an important aspect as all of them are. It's like, are we telling the same story today that has happened a decade ago and living as if that it, like the body doesn't know any different. It's just like, just receiving, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And then there's that manifestation part, like what's in the way of. So if we all can agree that there are parts of ourselves that are unintegrated, raise our hand. Alchemy of self, here we are doing the work. Almost every one of you shared that in your intention. Then those are the parts of self that are telling the story.
Yeah.
So we are getting a payoff and actually holding ourselves safe to that old story and those parts of ourselves. So there's an opportunity here. And the redirect is like, okay, you know, just remember that, like, what is it that you really want to say? Like that kind of gentle redirect. And that's really what's there.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So number nine.
I can read it. Bring upsets to facilitators or the source authentically. Approach any discomfort, disagreement, or upset from a place of personal authorship. This is happening for me, not to me. Share concerns privately with facilitators in a constructive and solution-focused manner. This is not a place for offering unwanted feedback. This is a place to keep clean and clear. Commitment to no drama. Commitment to always being at choice. Communicate with kindness from authorship and with love.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So for those of us who come from that transformational background, right? This is why we're incorporating this in here.
Yeah.
Into the container. So that just means, again, really taking that radical ownership of our accountability for our own actions, knowing that anything that's showing up in the outside is a reflection of the inner.
Mhm.
And so if there's something that's triggering you, you know that it's the opportunity to look within to see where that may be coming
Yep. Confidentiality, number 10.
from. To the next page. All right, there we go. And you can repeat if somebody already read and you want to read again, you can feel free.
I'll read it. That's fine. Confidentiality. Respect the privacy of all participants by keeping shared information, processes, and identities confidential. Refrain from sharing all group content or discussions outside the program.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Be willing to see from a place of authorship. Shift from a victim mindset to one of empowerment by taking responsibility for your perceptions, projections, and experiences. Acknowledge how your choices and actions influence your reality.
Mhm.
Timely
Yeah.
contribution. Provide any agreed upon materials, assignments, or financial contributions promptly. Recognize that timely contributions support the flow and success of the program for all.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Thank you.
Respect and inclusivity. Treat all participants, facilitators, and the process with respect and kindness. Honor and celebrate the diversity of perspectives, backgrounds, and experiences within the group. And C, be mindful of your words and actions to ensure they create a safe and inclusive environment.
Mhm.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thumbs up across the
Thumbs up.
board.
Commit to self-care.
Oh, yeah.
Attend to your physical, emotional, and mental well-being throughout the program. Listen to your needs and take time for rest, reflection, or support when required. Know that self-care is essential to showing up fully and authentically.
Yep. Super important one. Not just for the program, for life, right? But the program definitely, since we'll be, going through some aspects of self, and, always reach out if you need support.
Practice active listening.
I will read, listen deeply and without interruption when others are sharing. Create a space where every voice is heard and valued. Reflect on what is shared before responding to promote understanding and connection. Listening to the understand versus listening to respond.
Yeah.
What I mean by that, listening to respond is actually a distinction in Landmark and other trainings like that, where there's like somebody's sharing and there's already a question, and like, oh, I hope I don't forget that question that I need to ask, or, if it's not an interruption, distinct from just listening and being curious. And if we are any of us who are called to take this work into a body of work of our own and be space holding, that's a really beautiful skill to learn. Ask me how I know, because it's not been the easiest thing for me. I'm always like, but, and it's like, no, that doesn't really work. So that's
Sacred pause.
the sacred
That's
pause.
my favorite one with Adam. Just a
PAWS,
sacred
pause, sacred pause.
Yeah.
You know, when I was younger, one of the things my dad taught me was if you're more concerned with what you're going to say next versus what the person that's talking is saying to you, you're not listening. That's
There you go.
That's it.
Amazing.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. Celebrate progress.
I'll read that one. I was going to add to the active listening is unconditional presence. Yeah. Celebrate progress. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate personal and group accomplishments. Recognize growth, both big and small, as meaningful milestones in the journey.
Very important one. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah, we get to do a lot of celebrating.
Yep.
And speaking of
Embrace,
celebrating, yeah, go ahead.
embrace playfulness and creativity. Approach the journey with a sense of wonder and willingness. 1 second, somebody's writing in the chat and it's cutting into my screen. And willingness to explore new ideas and infuse creativity into exercises and discussions to deepen understanding and joy.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We're gonna bring fun and playful.
Those are all beautiful, by the way. Amazing. Thank you.
I know, right? These are so good. Thank you. Thank you.
I know. I think I'm going to start a business where we get to actually have this on the wall, and then everybody. I mean, can you imagine with that? You could just do anything. Present and focused.
18.
I know there's a lot of these here, but we're
Keep
almost.
distractions to a minimum during sessions, such as silencing phones or stepping away from other tasks. Focus on the present moment, bringing your full attention to the group and the process. Place cell phones and outside communication aside during calls and sessions as you are able.
Yep.
Yeah, we understand
Ideally.
that people have, emergency on call thing, kids and all that, but this is, condensed down.
Yeah,
And,
this
and there are
is-
quite a few of these, but
This is an important one. Even what I do, I put I have a Mac, but you can put the do not disturb, and you can just put your phone in do not disturb for the duration of the call. That way, there's no distractions. Because if you have the ding and the dang, and then just like all the whatever sounds your text makes,
Yep.
It's gonna pull you out. So we're again practicing that,
Yep.
presence and focus. It's good for the mind to not be checking too many things
Ping
at a time.
pong, yeah. Number 19, give and receive support.
Be generous and offer your encouragement, insights, and assistance to others. Refrain from advice giving or unwanted feedback. Ask before giving feedback. Are you open to a reflection? ?
Beautiful.
I'll read the next one as well. 20, trust the process. Trust the journey will unfold as it's meant to, even when it feels uncertain or challenging. B, release attachment to specific outcomes and embrace the growth that comes from the experience itself. And C, set aside what is already known, approaching the journey from a beginner's mind. Powerful.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll
read
do this
this.
one.
Oh, go ahead, John.
I'll let him do it.
Lisa, I'll read one and you read the other. How's that? Honor the facilitators, recognize and respect the role of the facilitators in guiding the group, hence the term facilitators. Facilitators are not here to fix or to give advice. All right, Lisa.
Oh, be open to their guidance, trusting their experience and intentions for your growth. Acknowledge this is not a trauma healing group, therapy group, psychological treatment group, or self-help group. Love you guys.
Love you. Yeah, this is a very powerful distinction. Like, if there anybody who needs any of those other supports, we have plenty of recommendations, but this is not that.
Thank you.
22. Leave no trace. Leave it better than you found it. Maintain the sacredness of the shared space by treating it with care and leaving it as you found it. This includes virtual calls by honoring a sacred container and all in-person events. Avoid actions or behaviors that disrupt or distract from the group's cohesion or harmony.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Acknowledgement.
That's
Bye.
that doesn't need to be read,
no,
actually.
that's-
That's
Oh, okay.
what's gonna show up, because we actually copied this from the Google form. It numbered it, but
Yeah.
you're actually gonna see this at the end of the section. The next two sections are a hold harmless indemnification and a NDA, which the NDA is basically like holding the information that we're sharing here as confidential. But the indemnification is saying that we're going to be going deep. You know, we're going to be doing some deep personal work, and you know, we can only guide with what we know, and that there is a, you know, it's not like we're going to be going to a ropes course or shooting guns or anything like that. But it's really about, you know, you honoring yourself and that what you need, and it's a pretty standard coaching aspect. So you can see each one of these things are not necessarily like rules. They're not even ground rules. It's a guideline. And so we'll share these, and we'll probably once or twice more along the journey, if we see, you know, it needs reminding, we'll just kind of, hey, remember to check in on number 20, you know, and then at the end of the journey, we're all going to go get this tattooed on our back, the entire thing backwards, so we can see it when we're in a mirror, and then that way we won't forget it. But I mean, as far as like mission statements and things go, with it, as we were reading it, I'm like, wow, this is, I kind of whipped this up on Sunday morning, and I appreciate you each for participating.
Yeah.
And like you said, haven't yet agreed, but when you do actually take the action to agree upon, it's really about holding a safe space for each other,
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly. Holding each other accountable, right?
Yep.
To that. So if you, for example, you're in a call or in a class and you notice somebody distracted on their cell phone, because you can always see it, you can be that reminder. It's like, you can either
Like, just put a number 10 in the
Just-
chat.
that would be number 18. So you
Number
put an 18.
18, everyone, 18.
Yeah. So that's
18 again.
Yeah, exactly.
amazing. So that's all for you that we have for
Yeah.
tonight.
And then,
How
unless
was
there's
that?
any questions about anything that was shared or read through there at all, yeah.
Yep, amazing.
Quick-
So next, yep, go ahead.
A quick question. So remind me, Saturday is what, 10?
Yeah, so 10 a.m. for those who are coming in person. And then
Okay.
11 a.m. Eastern
go live.
time, it's when we go live.
Yep.
So
So
for those.
10 a.m. to me live. It's just
Well,
we're
for you,
pretty-
you're away, so it would be 11. You
Yeah,
don't have-
11 a.m. Eastern time to 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, because you
Yeah,
are.
I get the time change thing. I don't have a problem figuring out what time
10
zone,
a.m. your
what
time.
planet I'm on right now. But it's just why I might step in. Depends. I'm committed, and then forces coming over, and he's going to help Gary lift heavier things to get to storage because Gary can't do it himself, and I'm not.
Sounds
more
like a story. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing it
No,
out.
it's
See, it's already starting. All you have to
I
put is
know,
in the chat.
but my cat got wet, and I can't. And
No, but
then
I'm
what
glad
happened?
I'm glad you brought that up. For
so awesome.
Saturday, it is a, you know, robust session. 11 to 3 is a lot of time to be zoomed in.
But we're
Right.
also a break in between.
Yeah.
So,
We're taking a lunch
we're
break.
gonna take a lunch break, so you'll have a break in between that.
And
I
it is-
don't, yeah, I might start late, but I have no desire, intention or anything to like miss it. It just may be a
Cool.
little bit later. So, cause there's not a lot, but it's all
what's possible. So we are going to be,
Everything.
there's a beautiful experience to be tuning in and make, just prep yourself, be comfortable, have water, a little, whatever you need, your needs handled so you can be as present as possible during that time. It will be recorded, but this is an invitation to be there, and we're really
And it
creating.
is, we're gonna be doing like some exercises, so
Yeah.
it would be good for you to be present if you can, if you're able to.
And some of you will be in person here and some of you will be virtual. So we'll, there may be a little bit of tuning in the beginning that will work out those kinks as far as where we position so you can see the group. But there are,
Yeah, we'll make it work.
yeah, we'll make it work. And then, yeah, super
And then for
excited.
those of you who are here coming in person, we do have our housewarming dance party. So if you want to bring your stuff, I know for some of you live far away, come ready, bring all your stuff so you can get ready for the party.
Yep.
And if Alines, I don't know if you want to go back home and come back, you choose, because we'll have time. We'll end early enough, but
Yep.
we also accommodate those who want to stay.
John's discoing over there, and it's not too late to buy your tickets for those of you who want to come in person. There may or may not be yummies to nosh on and all the things, but definitely the
amazing
closing,
time.
and probably we're thinking about like a halfway point in person gathering
Yeah,
somewhere.
that would be cool. I
Yeah.
think we get to make it happen for
Yep,
sure.
yeah.
Amazing. So,
But
what are your time?
before we go on, did you feel any resistance or anything at all with anything that we read through? Everybody's clear? I just
Yeah.
want to, okay, cool.
I do have to say though, I do feel like I got my money's worth tonight because we're already 10 minutes over at no extra charge. So that's fantastic.
Exactly. I know.
So,
We're
you
going
guys are
right-
really presenting a value here. And I think people need to understand that.
So what I'm hearing, Mike, is that he likes to hold you accountable to things, but yes, yeah, exactly. What it was, if it wasn't for Regina's breakdown, I'm kidding.
It's not what you Well, amazing.
Take it, no problem.
I'm so excited. This has been amazing. Good job to us.
High five, everybody. We did it. And we'll share our intentions on Saturday because we matter.
Yeah,
And we
exactly.
love you all.
We love
Thank you for
you.
being
Thank you
here
for being here.
and
Have a
juggling the
good
time and all the things.
evening.
Thank you, Sean, for being a yes. Thank you, everyone, for being a yes.